Ladies and gentlemen, the show we've all been waiting for, Paranormal Buzz Radio is proud to present REP Paranormal and Friends with your hosts, Kim Purvis and Allison Robinson. Live every Thursday night on Spreaker, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific. Be sure to check out their Facebook page, REP Paranormal Busters.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of Paranormal Buzz Radio or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is strictly prohibited. For information on everything Paranormal Buzz Radio has to offer, visit our website, paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome to another night of REP Paranormal and Friends. Tonight we are just going to be kind of talking about whatever we want tonight. We'll talk about upcoming investigations, and also if you guys have any questions for us in chat tonight, feel free to ask them because, you know, we haven't done that in a while. So whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about tonight. Just kind of taking a little bit of a breather in between guests because we have some awesome guests coming up here, and we have a lot of awesome pre-recordeds that are going to be coming up for the month of September too. So make sure you guys are checking back to get more information on those. Next week we will have Varla Ventura on. She's an author, and she talks a lot about like seances, fairies, pukas, mermaids, etc. Like anything that's kind of creepy, weird, unusual, she probably talks about it. So that's an awesome one you guys are going to want to check out next week. Oh geez, Darren. Questions, what are those? Hey, you know what? Our sound is good tonight because one, it's just the two of us tonight.
We don't have to use Skype.
We don't have to use Skype. And we did a test run with Shay before, so, which we've been doing before every show, but then, you know, shit hits the fan as soon as we go live. So I'm glad everyone can hear us tonight. You'll hear us rambling a lot because I was telling Kim, I'm like, I am off in a whole nother dimension right now. Like this whole week and into last week, it's just been, I don't know, really bizarre, really weird, just drained, weird ass dreams. I was dreaming about her mother. I don't know. It's really weird. So yeah. But anyways, we will be heading to Edinburgh Manor this weekend. To what? It's been like 2 years since we've been there?
Close to it, yeah. It's hard to get in there.
It's very hard to get into there, and so it's going to be awesome. It's going to be the four of us going tonight. I'm jumping ahead of the gun here. I wish we were going tonight, but I got to work tomorrow. So, but yeah. Nick, I am 100% behind you on that because that was in full effect for me too. I don't know. This one was worse than some of the others. Like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just catching up with everybody in chat. So, yeah. But we're going, like I said, we're going to Edinburgh Manor. The last couple times we've been there, we've gotten some really good stuff. So hopefully our little friend, is his name Henry?
Little Henry.
Hopefully he comes joins us, but I'm not going to be doing no cartwheels this time.
I'm not playing with the hula hoop.
I could probably handle the hula hoop, but I cannot do a cartwheel right now. So, yeah, I don't want this, like, little bone spur thing that's right there to pop out of my skin, because that's what it feels like is happening.
But no, little Henry is the very first stone in the cemetery at Edinburgh.
Mm-hmm.
And we went out, took our equipment, and we took the EDI out and told him to raise the temp to the certain temperature, and you would do a cartwheel.
Mm-hmm.
And it shot right up. And then you come up with the idea I'd do the hula hoop. He'd have to take the temperature back down to a certain temp, and he took it straight down, and we told him he had to come over to Edinburgh with us because the hula hoops are over there. So.
Yep. And that was weird because Kim's like, I hope we don't find a hula hoop over there. And sure as shit, we found. And where was it? It was like down in the kitchen.
Down in the kitchen, hanging on the wall.
Hanging on the wall in the kitchen. Why would they put a hula hoop down in the kitchen on the wall? It was so weird, but it was meant to be because then, you know, maybe he put it there.
Never know. But all I know is he got a laugh out of it because as soon as I couldn't do the hula hoop, the music box was going off like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it was him or it was somebody else, but they thought that was pretty funny. I couldn't do the hula hoop.
Yeah, no, I used to be really good at it. I tried over COVID, you know, and I was trying to do all these workouts from home and trying to figure out new things. Shit, I can't do hula hoop to save my life anymore. I don't know what happened, but maybe old age. I don't know. But I used to be really good at it.
So hopefully we get some good stuff at Edinburgh.
Yeah, we got some different things to try out.
Experiments to try.
Yeah, yep. And I'm kind of anxious to get down into that room, that boiler room area down there.
Yeah. That one don't bother me.
Well, I mean, we had that whole episode when we were there the last time when we were with Gina and Jill, and I was getting, that old, weird, grumpy-ass person down there, that man.
Yeah.
So...
Matt thought I was having a seizure. Yeah, that was me with the hula hoop.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy. Darren can't wait to go to Malvern.
I can't either.
Freaking
we
awesome
place. We haven't
place.
been there yet this year. This will be our first time this year.
Gosh, and that's unusual for us. We're always there, but just been busy and going to different places this year. So, and some of the places we like to go to are filling up so fast because nobody could do anything over COVID.
Yeah, that's. And let's see, we got Granger House coming up again.
Oh, yeah.
We are taking your daughter for her very first one.
Yep.
And I figured the Granger House would be the perfect spot for her.
Yep.
Not a lot of activity, but there's activity, but not to,
right.
to slowly break her in.
Right, yep.
We don't want to take her to Melbourne or Edinburgh for her very first one.
I know. Although... she is kind of naughty and stuff, and so I'm like, I should just bring you to Edinburgh with me this weekend. She's like, I don't think so.
I'd protect her.
Nick, no, I have not been to Bobby Mackey's yet. Be kind of an interesting place to go. I've heard different things about that place. We did have Matt from Warner Paranormal on, and he had been there, I believe. And I don't know if they got quite as much.
I've heard so many different stories from that place. Some people get a lot, some people don't get anything.
Man, you suck, Nick.
I've been there.
Yeah, Kim got to go. I didn't. Now you're gonna go. What the hell? Gosh, I'm gonna have to go all by myself.
There was 10 of us at Waverly. And I'll say we didn't even get through a third of the building.
Yeah, it's so big. It is. It's a huge ass place.
We were talking if we go back, what we want to do is do it like a 2-day.
Right.
And then do so many sections in one day and then the next section in another day. So you've got a little bit more covered.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You got to kind of divide and conquer. because places like that, it's hard to do in a day. Even some of these places we go to now, it's hard to do it in a day because there might be an area where you're getting so much activity, but yet you're like, oh, I didn't get back to this place to try, you know what I mean? And then you don't get to certain areas that you want to get to before you run out of steam, or you have to, get on the road or whatever. So Edinburgh's a fairly decent place. So, I mean, for 4 of us, we'll have quite a bit of space to conquer.
Yeah. Even if we have to separate into two go one way, 2 go another, you're not gonna, like, if you go down, 2 go downstairs, 2 go upstairs.
Right.
And do the middle together so it's not
contaminated
so much.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, cool. They're going to be investigating the USS Carolina. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Darren wants to get Edinburgh booked to next year.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, your ass better be up at midnight on, October 1st or whatever?
October 1st, she starts taking reservations.
Yeah.
And I put mine in as early as I could for 3 dates and only got 1 date.
Shit, I got up at 4:30, but then I didn't realize that I had the wrong ass email. I was never given the new one. So that's why I didn't hear back.
Yeah, we had 3 different dates and only got 1 in.
Nope, Kim and I are from Iowa. Oh, geez, Darren. Good Lord Almighty. Don't start with, like, the quantum whatever it was.
Don't get too deep, because I've been sick for 3 days, so.
And, yeah, we don't have our shit kickers
on either. But I'll
on
answer your questions the best I can.
Yep, we'll answer them the best I can. I haven't had enough alcohol tonight to consume to, let my filter go too much, because you know how I get after I've had a couple. Oh, that's awesome. Peoria, that's not too far from us. Oh, my goodness. Oh, sorry, I gotta readjust here. Sore.
And then we got the Granger house. I got them written down in the other room. We got Melbourne coming up in August.
Yeah.
We got Cynthia's thing for Roland's birthday.
Oh, yeah, the bingo.
At the end of October, towards the end of October.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Melbourne again with another group.
Yep.
In November.
Right.
And I think we're pretty well got it covered.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
we don't have nothing in September.
As of right now, but that can always change. You never know. We get invited to different things, and so we'll see. But September is kind of a busy month for me anyways with cross country.
And we got the expo, but if we get a booth, then we're going to have to be there for 3 days.
Yeah, and I already checked the schedule for that. There's no cross country meet or volleyball that weekend, so should be clear to go.
That'd be cool, Darren.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. What am I doing? I'm sorry. I am I told you I am so zoned out. It's not even funny tonight. Oh, shit. I'm not sure what Darren is sending. But we'll find out. Oh, my Lanta. It has been a long-ass week. I am so ready for it to be over.
Me too. I only went 1 day so far, and I'm exhausted. It don't help when the heat was still up there.
Oh, yeah. It's been... I mean, we really need some rain here. Like, if anybody's been having rain, send it our way, because... starting to get tumbleweeds out here and shit because it's so dry. Everything's going to start catching on fire. Oh, shit. Did he send 101 questions to you?
14.
Oh, 14. All right.
I think 14.
I wish I could take a sip of my go-go juice, but, that's what I've been doing almost every night, and I'm kind of bleeding the well dry. And I didn't go to my mother's tonight, so usually if I am going dry at home, I will go over there and I'll be like, what do you have on tap? But I didn't even make it there today because I am just so exhausted. Otherwise, yeah, I would be, because I always have to have a drink when I do the show. Hello? But this one I had today didn't even faze me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh my goodness.
They're going to make you think on this
Oh
one.
shit. Oh man. I haven't had enough.
There's the first one.
Let's see here. Oh shit, Darren. Where the hell did you come up with these questions? Like, I haven't had enough to drink to even think about this or comprehend it. They're good questions, but I don't know if I'm with it enough tonight for these. These are like hardcore, awesome questions.
Maybe the audience can answer some of them.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that Nick could. Well, Darren wants to know why when we go ghost hunting, we come up with spirits that have committed suicide or have been murdered, sick with disease instead of natural causes. Well, I think that we have come up with some that have with natural causes.
Uh-huh.
Especially at my parents'
and in Melbourne.
And at Melbourne and my parents' house.
Yeah, and our new place that we test equipment.
Yeah, right. Yeah, our new private place. Those were, from what we can gather and what I'm thinking, those were natural causes. Like, I think that they're just around there at those places because they want to be close to family. That's a place that they're familiar with. And some just don't want to really move on, because they like it there. Or maybe they come and go.
We don't know. We don't know.
And a lot of the spirits that we actually talk to and stuff at some of these places, especially at Farrar, have never really come out and said that they've been murdered or killed or done suicide. So, I don't think we can always say that the spirits that we're talking to necessarily have killed or murdered themselves or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's an assumption by most, especially with some of those places that, have that tied to it. Villisca axe murder. You automatically think that you're talking to the family and, and they were axed and everything else. But
we really haven't got no proof that
we haven't.
It's the family, or if it's
right.
Could
it be something that somebody has brought in and left there?
Yeah. And Farrar, there is a cemetery across the street.
Right.
Who says it ain't people that used to go to that school are traveling across the road?
Right, yeah.
And a mile away from Farrar, there's a place, it's like Dead Man's Curve. A lot of accidents, a lot of death there. Mm-hmm. Are they just wandering their way to Farrar until they make their transition wherever they gotta go? Or I don't know. It's still a mystery. That's what...
Oh, Darren said, just a side note, the Queen Mary is shutting down. What?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Wow, what the heck? That sucks. Man, you got some good questions tonight, Darren. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've had one that I can say has come out and said I was murdered or killed or... I had those flashbacks, those flashes and stuff at Malvern about the girl
being murdered.
Yeah, but
we haven't got any data saying that she actually was. You're seeing it, but nothing else has shown up on anything else, or
just on the necrophonics or stuff like that. So
we're that's still a work in progress.
Right.
to figure that one out.
Right. So I think it's just an assumption by a lot of people that they think when they're communicating with the spirit that they're, you know, a spirit that's left here because they're tormented or murdered or whatever. But I don't think that's always the case. Sometimes I do think that, you know, they could have traveled there with somebody else, or it could have been a place that they had fond memories of, and so that's where they wanted to be after they passed.
Don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. And I saw Angie pop in. Hey, Angie. Miss ya. So, yeah, it's
just like Edinburgh. We don't know if it's the patients that were there or if it's from the poor farm people that were there yet.
Right.
You know, because it used to be a poor farm, tore down that building, added the brick building for the insane asylum. So we just don't know who we're actually talking to. Just like Lil Henry. Yeah, the stuff went off at his gravesite. We don't know if he followed us over there for sure.
Right.
Or if we were really talking to Henry. But it's just the way things were going. And so...
Right. Exactly. I agree.
But like you said, at your mom's, in our private place where we get to test our equipment, we do know for a fact that they died of natural causes.
Right, exactly.
So we do know that much in those places, but we don't know if we're talking to somebody else too that might have lived in that house. And
right.
So in Melbourne, I'm pretty sure majority of them died of natural causes.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
But Inez, that they say is there, they say she hung herself, but it wasn't even on the property.
Right,
It was a block over.
Right, exactly.
So, why has she... they assumed she's there. But back then, it was a hotel, and they had dances or whatever there, gatherings.
Right.
So she might have liked going to those kind of things, and that's why she's appears every once in a while there.
Yeah, you don't know. Just don't know. Let's see what else he has. He said we could save him for another night, but let's just see.
Well, I'll save them because I like to use them when we're at the expos and they're...
Oh, yeah.
I go through Darren's questions.
Kim pulled those out the other day at the expo.
Well, they needed somebody to ask questions, so I pulled out Darren's questions.
He has some good ones.
Any more?
I don't know. This is an interesting one. Why do spirits attach or possess us to... Is it a second chance in life, or is it just to harm us? I honestly don't think it is to harm us. Maybe they want to get our attention. Maybe they do want a second chance of life. Why the hell did your computer just shut off?
Hey.
That's a really good question, and it's one I haven't really thought of, but I don't know that, if they are trying to take you over, if they're really trying to harm you. Maybe they're just really trying to get your attention, or maybe trying to get you to see what happened to them, or, and you're just not paying attention or in tune with it. And so then maybe they try to hone in on you more, and
they're like trying to tell their story and you're not honed in on them, and that's when the scratching and stuff, I think, happens because they're trying to get your attention.
Yep. Let's see here. Nick wants to know, any great evidence captured lately, or data? I I mean, the only thing we had, which was a little unusual, I mean, we don't say it's paranormal, but it is definitely something that was a little bizarre, is when we were at Granger House this year, earlier, and we were up in the room with the mannequin. We can't explain it, but...
There was 2 mannequins.
There was 2 mannequins, and it was only those 2 mannequins that their heads were making the K2s go off.
But it would not go off anywhere else in the room but around their head.
And it's never done that before.
I could not explain that one. I'm not saying it's paranormal, but I took my EMF meter around the whole room and we came up with zeros.
Yeah.
But the K2 was going off around those mannequins.
Uh-huh.
But we couldn't explain it away.
No, and we had 2 different K2s going.
Mm-hmm.
They were getting the same information. They were going off at the same time. And the weird thing is that I was doing the live feed,
mm-hmm.
and we had the Ovilus going, and I think Erin was listening to her necrophonics, but the Ovilus said wish, like the word wish came up, and I was like, wish? I'm like, what do you wish for? You know, just to see. And I heard somebody say peace with my own ears. And so I asked him, like, did somebody say peace? Well, we had one of those cat balls on the mannequin. And we'd been walking around it all night.
And bumping
it because they've been up and down that thing with the K2 and everything. And when I said that, that ball dropped off the mannequin and lit up. And we're like, we tried it again, and it would not do it.
I couldn't get it to fall off again like that. I bounced the bed. I bumped her. And it stayed right there on her shoulder.
Stayed right there on her shoulder. And we weren't getting the spikes with the K2 after that.
No, and there's a mannequin downstairs at the Granger house. We had a little girl there. It was her first investigation.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What was she, about 13?
Something like that, 11.
She had the K2. We gave her the K2, and she was walking around. Well, she put one of the cat balls in the elbow of the doll.
Oh, yeah.
And it kept going off on her on command. She
Yeah.
goes, can you do that again? And it'd go off. And she'd sit there for a minute, and it'd go off, turn off. And then she'd go, can you please do that again? And she'd come running out, it's going off, it's going off.
Yeah, she was like a magnet. And I mean, I know kids can be, but she really was. She really lit up that night. And they really responded well to her. And those cat balls were just going off like crazy that night. But yeah, we couldn't explain that with the...
She was good to go until...
Angie loved me some balls.
She was doing real good till we went out to the carriage house and we didn't get the door latched.
Oh,
and
God.
the wind came up and slammed that door shut. And she was scared. She was ready to go after that.
Yep,
Even though it was the wind, we tried to explain it to her.
Yeah, she was done after that.
But she was having a blast in the house with those cat balls and the K2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a lot with that. And so... I think, because we're going to be heading back to the Granger house, like I said, we'll have my daughter
rookie.
with us. Yeah, she's a rookie. So, we'll see what kind of energy we can get going with her, and maybe we can try that again with the cat ball on the mannequin, both of them, and see if we can get the same results.
And we kept our music box kept going off there too.
Yeah, the music box was going off too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Of course, our music box goes off a lot of places, like the Cambry house.
Oh, in the middle of the damn night, like we're sleeping, you know, because it had gone quiet, and all of a sudden, this was another one. Okay, the Cambry house. That was a cool place. Need to go there if you haven't been there already. Nick, I think you'd really enjoy that place. But, anyways, we had some weird stuff going on. You know, I had to go outside and do all this, whatever. And then we gave offerings of tobacco and stuff for protection and all this and blah, blah, blah.
Because there is Indian burials out there somewhere. So she says, take the tobacco out, give them an offering, and they'll leave you alone pretty much when you're outside. So.
Yeah. So we did that, and we come back in the house, and everything kind of went quiet after that. So we're like, okay, we're going to lay down and go to sleep. Wake up to the damn Ovilus going off like a bazillion words a minute. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then you could hear footsteps upstairs and all this other stuff. And then just as I'm trying to close my eyes. That damn music box goes off. We're laying in the little living room, and then you go and there's a kitchen, and then off towards the front of the house or whatever, there's like a dining area, and you see this flashing light coming from the pitch black, and you hear this creepy ass music, and I'm like, it's going off, and it won't stop. I go, can you please turn it off? Won't turn it off. Nobody else is moving, so I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to get up and go turn it off myself. So I start to walk up there, and as soon as I get up to that door, it shuts off and stops. What's crazy is the two gentlemen's names we got on there were actually names
of
the gal who, Rebecca
that owns it.
Yeah, of her uncles.
They were her uncles' names.
So that place is crazy, and I'm pretty sure we heard Sasquatch, Bigfoot out there, because we heard this weird ass noise coming from the trail. Jill and I did, and of course I decided to go trotting down that thing to try to figure it out, and you can hear movement down there, but I couldn't see anything, and it was still fairly light out, so you could see if there was like a critter or something on the path, and I'd call out and it would stop. But it was just really weird. It really sounded like a Bigfoot call or something. So we were trying to do that the rest of the night. We'd go out there and make these noises, trying to see if it was Bigfoot. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that place was crazy. And how we were getting the K2 meter was going off at the barn. There's no electricity or anything there. So unless there's some kind of magnetic stuff or something in the ground.
But both millimeters were reading point zeros.
Yeah, it was really weird. And I was setting off the K2 in that area. Like, I would put it up to me, and it was going solid red. It was weird. It was really weird. But
as soon as we left the barn, we couldn't get the K2 to go off at all.
No, it wouldn't.
So I'm not saying it's paranormal or a fluke or what, but it was just strange. I just had a weird feeling in that barn anyway.
Oh, yeah. I walked onto the other side of that thing when we first got there before I knew anything about the place, and I'm like, oh, I don't like this over here. It felt really weird. And that's the area that Rebecca says she feels a cold spot. I didn't really catch the cold spot, but it did have a weird vibe over there. It was just really strange, really weird.
I'd love to go back there again, though.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Matt says we need to do a PBR thing at the Cambry.
There we go.
Paranormal Buzz Radio. Yeah, buddy. Let's do it. That would be so awesome. I would love that. But, I mean, I think those are probably our coolest things we've gotten this year. We've been to the women's club. We had a lot of interaction with the little girl. Didn't we go there this year?
We had the cameras set up.
Oh, yeah. The one with the baby monitor. That was weird. I don't know how to explain that.
I don't know either. That was so strange. The walkie-talkies was freaky.
But it sounded like it was coming through the baby monitor upstairs. Your voice was coming through the...
And no one had any of the walkie-talkies pushed.
Yeah. It was really weird. And then the baby monitor would shut off. It was up in the attic. Okay, we had the baby monitor. We had a walkie there. We had your periscope, I think, or something up there.
And shadow detector up there.
And a surveillance camera.
DVR camera up there.
Yeah, and it was weird because we were all watching it on the monitor, and all of a sudden you hear the thing click on. And then the baby monitor would shut off. And we're like, why is that turning off? And then we're like, can you turn it back on, please? And then it would turn back on.
And the only way you can shut that off is down by us.
Yeah, because we had the other part.
We had the part where it shuts on and off.
Yeah.
And it was shutting itself off and coming back on.
When we'd ask it to come back on, it would turn back on. And then you would hear Kim come through the baby monitor up there. Like, you'd hear the click, the beep of the walkie-talkie, like someone was trying to talk through it. And then you'd hear Kim's voice coming through it. And she didn't have the thing pushed. So it's like, and then the one that it was supposed to be coming through, that walkie didn't even work.
No.
We were so baffled. We couldn't figure it out. We tried a bazillion different things, and that's one we still haven't figured out.
Well, I want to go back and set the cameras up, but in 3 different spots up there. Since we can't investigate up there, but they'll allow us to have our cameras up there.
Yeah, we need to do that. We need to cover more angles. Nick said maybe it was mimicking.
Possibly.
It could be, because, I mean, we were there. I mean, we've been there 3 or 4 times. Well, 4. Because we went for that seance thing.
Yeah.
We've been there like 4 times.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But Cynthia had one of her apps on, and it said "Happy Birthday," clear as day. Happy birthday, Kim.
Yeah.
Clear as day.
Yeah.
Over it, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was clear up in the auditorium, and she was sitting over on
there,
the stage.
down below. That was pretty cool too. Yeah, that's another cool place to go. Want to get back there. But yeah, I mean, that's what we've gotten so far. I'd really like to work on getting some of that stuff up onto our YouTube, just to, nothing's been on there for 5 years, but just so people have another platform to look at our stuff. I mean, those live videos are on our Facebook page, REP Paranormal Busters.
And guess what came up yesterday?
The doll.
The doll.
If you haven't checked that one out yet,
I reposted it because I said, looky what came up on my memories.
Yeah.
The doll, then a picture of the doll after it had been broke.
Yeah.
I took a picture of it. And then a live video of me gluing it back together.
Yeah.
All 3 of them came up yesterday.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
It doesn't seem like it's been 2 years, but yeah, it has been.
I know. I need to have a meeting with that doll, because I haven't really, I mean, I did go in and say hi one time when I was there, like I looked, but I didn't really get close to it.
It's still under glass.
Yeah, it's still under glass, so, but that would be nice to be able to have another one-on-one with that damn thing. Little bitch.
Well,
Come at us twice.
I'm going to take my cameras with me to Melbourne in August.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have an isolation booth.
Ooh.
And it's going to have dolls in it.
Oh, shit. You've already done that with me in that one bedroom. Oh, yeah.
But Darren.
No, that's when you should have done it with him. You should have blindfolded him like you did to me, and then you take the blindfold off and realize that you're around a whole bunch of fucking dolls. Like, I knew you were walking, like, I could hear people walking around, but I didn't know exactly what you were doing. And, like, when I took that off, like, I was like, I could hear movement in there, and I was thinking these things were probably getting closer and closer. I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's putting shit around me that I don't want.
Well, we're going to have 2 isolation spots. One in the basement. I'm going to run a camera down there, and you're just going to sit down there and see what you can feel, or take some equipment with you and see what you get by yourself. And then we're going to have an isolation room with dolls.
Oh, shit. Darren said he'll do it.
I know. He already told me he would.
So, all right. Game on.
Yeah, I'm only going to set up the 2 cameras. We're not going to set cameras up everywhere. Just 2 spots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that way we can, really when they're in isolation, if anything happens, we know, and we need to take off running.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That way they're not totally all by themselves. We at least can keep an eye on them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, another good place is Sumner. That was a new place we went this year. We had a lot. For us being, the first time of us being there, they really interacted with us. Like, sometimes you go into a place first and they're kind of quiet. They're not really sure what to,
Oh, as soon as we walked in the door, they were making noises.
They were touching us and everything. Like, we were getting touched, like, up by my butt. And I'm like, okay, something.
They flipped Maverick over.
The cat balls were going off. Everything. I mean, it was crazy. And some of the responses we got, and the one lady that's supposedly there, God, can't remember her name now, even though we said it a bazillion times while we were there. She is a creepy looking lady. She does not look very nice. But I don't know. I can't remember her name right now.
I can't think of it either.
I'd have to go back and listen to our stuff. But But, like, we were getting responses supposedly from her, and it was really weird how we went in that one room with the jerseys, and that I had 2 of them that would just light up. Like, I mean, I don't know if there was something to do with that jersey and that jacket, but the other ones didn't do anything. It was just those 2, and there was no electrical right there. I just couldn't explain it. It was really bizarre.
And me and Jim did the necrophonics. He had his on with the blindfold. I had mine sitting back to back to see if we could get the same answers. And it was 2 different people talking. Because he would say something, and I'd say the opposite. And, it wasn't, never did say the same thing.
Yeah, nope. You guys would say the opposite thing. He'd say up, she'd say down.
Yeah, it was like it wanted us to go up. No, it wanted us to go down.
Yeah, they would just say the complete opposite of each other. It was crazy. And I mean, I know Gina caught some stuff on her recorder. So once we're able to share all that, we'll let you know. But we got to get it to Jim and stuff and let him review it and everything. But I mean, the amount of shit that she got on there is...
They want us to turn over our stuff to them because what they're going to do, they got an auditorium part where they had movies and stuff. So they're going to run everybody's data, and give everybody credit for everything they find there. Then we can post our stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so once we can get all that, because we're trying to figure out, because the software we have on the one laptop is just being a pain in the ass to work with anymore to get those on. And she has a completely different recorder than Kim and I do, so I need to find something else to put it on so that way she can give them a clear... Because some of them are clear as day.
Yeah.
That are on there, so I can't wait for you guys to hear those, but they're pretty clear. So yeah, that's another awesome place to go, Sumner School, so make sure you guys check that out too. Get a hold of Jim Beck for that. So I mean, we've been to places, it's just... We've been to places, but we really haven't. It's just kind of like, it's been a weird year. We didn't really do anything this month because the girls were supposed to go on their trips and then those got canceled. So.
And I've been through my 2 recorders I took to Waverly and got nothing.
Damn, that sucks.
But we did have the music box. We were clear up on the 5th floor in the kids' ward. And we did have it go off by asking questions. We'd ask it a question, yes or no question. We said, chirp it for yes, and it would chirp.
Yeah.
And then Cynthia would ask it something else, and then it wouldn't do nothing. So she'd ask it another, then it'd chirp. So we don't know who we were talking to, but it was answering your questions. We asked if you had any siblings. And it chirped, and we go, do you have 3 siblings? And it wouldn't do nothing. She goes, you got 2 siblings, and it chirped, and, stuff like that. So,
yep.
And she asked if they were lonely, and it didn't do nothing. And asked it if you like to play games, and it chirped, and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And the cat balls were going off there a lot. But like I said, we just didn't have enough time.
Right. Well, yeah, we did go to Missouri State. That was a whole nother...
That's a whole different story.
Yeah.
It was nice. We've been there, but if you want to go... Run it with your own team with so many people, not with 150 to 200 people there. That's way too many people for 4 buildings.
Oh, yeah.
Because you only could go to 4 spots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there was like 100 people there at least.
At least 150.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, they wouldn't shut up. They'd make so much noise, and it'd just travel through the buildings, so you really couldn't catch nothing.
Yep.
I really didn't have any of the equipment go off either there while we were there.
No, we didn't.
Music box didn't go off. The REM pod didn't go off. Nothing.
No, the only time we really had anything is when we went to the one group and we walked into that main cell area. What was it, general population? Yeah. And I kind of had this, that guy who was kind of like, smart ass, sneery guy, like, hey, that I was seeing. And we were in that room, and that guy passed out next to me twice. Hit the ground hard twice. That was about it.
And then they brought the ambulance, and but he didn't go in the ambulance, but...
Nope, he stayed the rest of the night.
I wonder who paid for it, because they said if they had to call an ambulance, you were paying for it.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, so that was kind of crazy, but...
And in the gas chamber or whatever...
Gosh, I wish we could have done that.
I wish we could have went in and sat in those chairs, but we were in the audience part. Yeah. Never got to go in the chairs. Mm-hmm. I really didn't feel nothing in the audience part.
I started to fall asleep in there.
I was getting kind of bored.
Yeah. My eyes were closed.
That, and they'd have the necrophonics or one of them going. And I just love these people that never listened to it before, and they'd say something that wasn't really coming through the thing.
Oh, God, she was doing that all fucking night. I wanted to choke that bitch into tomorrow. Good Lord, she was fucking annoying.
She really wasn't listening to it. She was making up what she wanted to hear come out of it.
Yeah.
And it's like...
Yeah, in the gas...
No, you don't do that.
In the gas chamber part, like, it went boop, and she's like, it said it doesn't like God. And I'm like, how did you get that out of a book? And the guy that was running it just looked at her like she was fucking nuts. It's like, yeah.
She just wanted
He didn't even respond to her. It's like she was doing that all night.
She was just saying what she thought she wanted to hear it say.
Exactly. And she was like, she was always putting herself up to do this and that and, experiment this and that and whatever. Like she was some hot... It's like, bitch, you don't even know. Like... whatever.
It was an experience.
Yep, it was.
I wouldn't mind going back with about 20 people that you're comfortable with.
Right.
And
my phone, I don't know what the hell, but I just looked down and literally everything we've been saying for like the last 5 minutes, it has been typing into my little chat box.
What are you going
And my microphone wasn't pushed down on here. I have no idea. Now I'm going through and it's deleting it very, very slowly. Oh my gosh. What the hell?
That's been pretty much our season so far.
That's our season so far. So I'm really excited for this weekend. Like, even though I don't know, I mean, I'm feeling a little woo-woo, out there. Hopefully it's not showing us what's to come. Like, am I having one of my feels? Like, I just feel like something's going to happen. I don't know, but I've just been all out of sorts and tired. And I know some of it's from the full moon. I know that for a fact. But I don't know. I'm just out of whack. Especially today, like I said. And I was told Kim, like, did I message you and tell you I've been feeling weird? And she's like, you were typing it into chat last night during the show. And I was like, oh. It's like, I don't even remember. I thought I did. I thought I had told her, but I couldn't remember when or where. Just how it is.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Matt says he always gets touched and it's always in the prison. And I told him to stop.
Cats.
Oh.
Kitten's making a mess.
Oh, yeah.
Knocking things off.
Yep. Nope. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're up to, like I said, we've got some cool guests coming up. Some of them will be pre-recorded, but please still check them out. Pop into chat and whatever during those times. We'll probably pop in and out whenever during that time. But yeah, we've got some cool ones. Next week will be a live show with Varla Ventura. Like I said, she talks about all things weird, unusual. So that's going to be an awesome show. I'm excited about that. And then we have Haunted BC. They're going to be on. So you guys make sure you check that one out. I want to say, let me look because I'm pretty sure. Just let me pop this up real quick. I
remember that, Darren.
Oh, what?
You weren't typing very good last night.
Well, I had a little more to drink last night. I mean, I wasn't feeling the best anyways, but I had a little bit more last night than I did tonight.
We could tell the way you were typing.
And I hadn't eaten supper yet or anything, so, Okay, so let's see here. I do have fat fingers, so not every time that I'm typing means I've had a drink. It's sometimes just my little sausage fingers.
But we will be going live this weekend, Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, you got to check it out. Check us out.
Let's see if the Ovulus tells me to get back in the casket again.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Last time we were there, they kept telling me to get in the casket.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They were.
And I said, no, I'm not.
And we're like, oh, yes. Okay, let's see here. All right, perfect. Oh, good Lord, that is not it. I know I have it here somewhere. I want to give you the date. I'm pretty sure it's the 12th, but... Oh. Okay, let's see here. Yes, it's the 12th. So it'll be with Gina and Victoria from Haunted Histories BC. So make sure you check that out on August 12th. That's going to be an awesome show too. So check it out. Then on August 26th will be a pre-recorded. That's because that's Kenzie's first cross-country meet for senior year. So I'm trying to get to those as many as I can. But anyways, that's going to be Dan Shaw, and he is called the, Vortex Guru or something like that. He knows all this stuff, and he does all these maps and tells you where, all these paranormal vortexes are by using, the geographical land and everything. So it's a pretty cool one. You'll want to check that one out. That one's going to air on the 26th.
I don't know if Angie's still in here or not, but her and Jill promised us a show too. We just can't get the dates together.
I know. Well, Angie is super busy right now. So.
I know. So is Jill.
Allie says no casket.
I'm not getting no casket.
Yes, Nick. Share the feeds. Yeah. So we'll probably go live on Kim's page. I'm assuming, right? Yeah,
Pretty much.
And then so make sure if you're not following Kim, find her on Facebook, Kim Addie Purvis. And then usually after we're done with that, then she'll put them on.
I usually transfer it over to the REP page later.
Yep. So yeah. Yes, make sure you like and share, everybody. Share this episode, like it, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, excuse me, I swallowed.
Again?
Yeah. I got a little protein there.
But yeah, hopefully we'll get some good stuff this weekend.
Yeah.
We usually do when we're at Edinburgh anyway.
Okay. Is it just me? Or is that doll shaking? It was really tremors. I'm not touching the table.
Like that? I was doing... No, that one I done it.
I mean, it was really,
Mine My doll's alive.
If that thing flips up here, I'm out. Peace.
My doll's alive.
That isn't even the creepy one.
No, the creepy one's just still in there.
Yep. Nope. I don't know why she doesn't look creepy. She just freaks me out.
All my dolls do. Like that one's scowling at you now.
I know. You got beef with me? Huh? You got beef?
If it jumps at you, you're on your own because you're the closest.
Darren's like, go hold it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you could see all the dolls here, oh my Lanta. This would be Matt's favorite place to be.
202 of them, not counting my dolls that I had as a kid that are in the attic.
And all your damn clowns.
Yeah, my clowns. I probably got about 100 clowns.
Oh. I used to have a bunch of those little clowns too, because your mom would give them to me.
Yeah, I got big ones, little ones.
I have those one porcelain kind, like the ones that they used to sell at Coach House or whatever, the real intricate ones. I don't know why, but I was really into those. So I have a big one, but I had some littler ones, and then I had like the masks. I was all into that, and then I was trying to paper mache my own. I don't know. I was a really weird kid.
Matt.
That's a fuckload of nope. Darren's like, my head would spin in fear. Yeah, let's see you do that challenge, Darren.
Come to my house.
Yeah, and sit with 202 dolls plus 100 plus clowns. In the dark.
I could get all the dolls out of the attic.
Oh, shit.
Those were all my dolls I had when I was a kid.
And I can bring mine over, and I can bring the one that, like, you hold its hand and it walks with you. She's like 3 foot tall.
Mine's up in the attic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you just hold her hand and she'll walk right along with you.
Yeah, I used to play with that doll when I was little. That's why I have it now. So, gosh. Finished up Kenzie's room and had to move her chair. Well, my grandfather's chair. It's an old barber chair. Had to move it to one side of the room so the floor could be finished on the other side. She's like, I can't have it at the end of my bed. In the middle of the night, it's probably going to spin around at me. And I'm like, okay, how long has it been sitting in your room and it hasn't done anything? What makes you think it being at the end of your bed is going to spin around like The Exorcist? I don't think so. Good Lord, child.
I'm going to come over some night and sabotage her room and have it on a fishing line or something, and then wait till she gets ready to go to bed and then make it move.
Oh, gosh. Oh, jeez. That child will be sleeping with me. No way. Gosh.
No, I wouldn't do that to her.
You're going to take donations. What? We have to pay you to do it? I don't think so. We're not going to pay you to do shit, Darren. Nobody's going to pay for that. You're just going to come over and do it. You said you'll do that challenge in Melbourne. Well, then you can do it with all these dolls.
My dolls are tame.
Her dolls are tame.
Mine are tame. They don't move. They don't move.
Oh, my gosh.
Just the eyes follow you every time you move or something.
Oh, gosh. This is great. Oh, it's like dolls. Matt's like, I might pay. And Darren's like, baby steps. Well, hey, or maybe we could just haul all the dolls with us to our next investigation.
To Melbourne? You want all 200 dolls in Melbourne?
Oh my God.
We don't have a big enough truck.
It'd be like a marching army of dolls, and they'd be just flying off of every random thing at us the whole night. We'd have to have a lot of super glue.
I do not have a big enough truck. By the time I get my cases in there, there's no room for dolls.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, for sure. All right, well, we're going to start wrapping things up here. Give shout outs to everybody who was in chat tonight. We had Matt, Darren, Nick, myself, Kim. We had Empires in, Angie, Mama Deb, Allie, and I saw Eye of the Beholder up there.
Yeah, I saw her. She was listening.
Yep. Oh yeah, the Clown Motel. Yeah, that looks like a pretty interesting place. I'd probably do that one. We still need to find time to go squatching. We need to figure out a place for that too. That'd be awesome. A duck load of nope. You're typing like me, Darren.
I'll pass, Nick. I'm willing.
Yeah, Kim loves clowns. I knew what you meant, Darren. I was just giving you a hard time because, I told you to shit it last night, apparently, instead of shut it. So, But yes, thank you to everybody who was in chat tonight. Thank you to everybody who was not in chat but listening. We appreciate each and every one of you. Because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you. Thanks for listening to us ramble on today. Every now and then it's good to have one of those, no format. You can just let it kind of go. Free will. But like I said, next week, Varla Ventura is going to be on. We'll talk about her book. Real quick here. It's her latest book, and I should have it here. Dun, dun, dun. It's called Paranormal Parlor, Ghosts, Seances, and Tales of True Hauntings. So we'll be kind of talking to her about that. And then also she's got some out, like I said, on fairies, pukas, mermaids, etc. So you name it. Oh, and vampires. So you name it, she probably knows about it. So make sure you join us next week. And peace out, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for listening to REP Paranormal and Friends. Be sure to check out Kim and Allison on Facebook at REP Paranormal Busters.